Okay, we're going to look at question 3 of this practice test for test 8, and let's just get started. It says that this diagram consists of two right-angled triangles, okay? Oh, by the way, we have to state reasons when we do things here. Anyways, that's just a little direction there. Okay, it says determine the unknown sides. Well, let's just look. Here's a triangle, A, B, and then down to the right angle. It looks like this long side, that's the hypotenuse. They want us to find x, and they want us to find y. But there's another triangle here um, that's 15 right to the right angle there. And then up to A is x. And then this hypotenuse here is 17. So the first thing we'll find out is x. I kind of did it so it's in alphabetical order. So we're going to try and find x. Well, if this is 90 degrees, it's 90 degrees on the other side. That must be a right-angled triangle. And if it's a right-angled triangle, we can use Pythagoras. Now, this side is next to the right angle. So that means in order to find this side, we have to square the other two sides and subtract. So that would be 17 squared minus 15 squared, and then we take the square root of that, and we'd get x. So that's what you do. You can put the square root of 17 squared minus 15 squared in your calculator. It'll work out this big number and this number 225 and this number 289. It'll subtract them and it'll get and take the you get 64. And then it takes the square root and gives you 8. Well, you get a mark for going the square root, showing that you squared and subtracted the number, and you took the square root. You could do this in a number of steps if you want. You get a mark for the answer. And don't forget to write the reason, or you could lose marks. Okay. Well, now that we've got that x is equal to 8, we know that's 8. We know that's 10. That's another short side. So we're going to go 10 squared minus the 8 squared that we just figured out to work out what y squared is. So in other words, y is the square root of 10 squared minus 8 squared. You get a mark for showing that. And you could show it in a number of steps or even in one step like this. The reason we can do it is the Pythagorean theorem by Pythagoras. And the answer, 100 minus 64 is 36, and the square root is 6. So there's your 4 marks there. Now it says, find the perimeter. Find the perimeter of this shape. Well, let's just take a look at this here. Let's take a look at this here. We figured out one side was 8. I think maybe I'll change the color and make it, I like to write it in when I do the question, write in, when you figure out a part, just fill it into the part in the diagram so you can keep track of what's going on. So I'm going to put an 8 right by here because we worked out that x was 8. And then I'm going to put a 6 by the y that we figured out was 6. So let's do that. Let's put a, whoops, that didn't work out too good. I just want to copy that and I want to paste it. And I want to change it to 6 because we know that that number is 6. Now I got my diagram all figured out here. I know that that's 6, that's 15, that's 8, 17, 10. Now it says determine the perimeter of triangle ABC, that big triangle. That means what's the distance on the outside all the way around, not through the middle, all the way around the outside. So you go 10 plus 6 plus 15 plus 17. You just put those numbers together. And I think you get 32 and 16. The perimeter is 48 units. And that's just a mark for adding up the stuff on the outside. Okay, the last question. Determine the area of triangle ABC. Well, to find the area of a triangle, you need the base. Well, that's the base, 6 plus 15. And there's the height of the triangle, 8. So we could put this triangle on this base, and there's the perpendicular height, 8. So that's our first problem, is to figure out what the base, which is 21, and the height is 8. Now you have to know to find the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 times the base times the height. So 1/2 times 21 times 8, well, that's 4 times 21. That's 84 square units. And there's your 2 marks. I hope that helps.